Welcome to the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, July 30th. This is Gina McGuire. Over the next couple of days, we'll continue to see very warm and dry conditions over much of the Great Basin. However, thunderstorms will be increasing today over southern Nevada and southern Utah and spreading north as we move through this weekend and next week. Thunderstorms may initially start out a mix of wet and dry on the first day of lightning in each area, but quickly transition to wet due to slower moving storms. However, over parts of the west central Idaho mountains, we may see an elevated risk of large fire initially as lightning returns on Sunday, as areas are much drier on that portion of the basin. Yesterday, the only lightning we saw was over the far southern tip of Nevada, with most of the lightning further south and east. This area of precipitation showing up over northern Nevada was just ground clutter from the radar. We saw no precipitation in that area yesterday. Over the last 7 days, we have seen above normal precipitation over the northern half of the Great Basin, with little if any precipitation over southern Nevada and southern Utah over the last week. Yesterday, light initial attack was reported across the Great Basin, with a larger fire reported over northeast Nevada. The water vapor satellite image from this morning shows this stronger ridge of high pressure now dominating the Great Basin, with an area of low pressure off the Baja Peninsula. Between this area of low and high pressure, this southerly flow will help push this deeper moisture up over the Great Basin over the next several days, with an increase in showers and thunderstorms. Today we'll see low to moderate fire potential across Nevada and Utah, and still generally low fire potential across southeast Idaho due to recent cooler weather and moisture. However, as we see warmer and drier conditions, we'll generally see low to moderate fire potential for the next couple of days as lightning initially returns. Today temperatures will be increasing in near 100 degrees in the valleys of Nevada, however remain in the low to mid-90s over much of Utah and Idaho, which is near normal. Showers and thunderstorms again will push slightly further north today into southern Nevada and southern Utah and will be a mix of wet and dry initially. As we move through Friday and Saturday, the image on the left shows that deeper moisture now moving up into the Sierra and western and parts of central Nevada. These thunderstorms again may initially be a mix of wet and dry, however will be moving relatively slowly, therefore we'll still see some areas of wetting rains. And thunderstorms will continue over southern Utah and southern Nevada on Friday, with drier conditions further north and above normal temperatures. Again, low to moderate fire potential is expected on Friday, however you will see some moistening of the fuels over parts of southern Nevada and Utah due to the second day of lightning and showers. Looking at temperatures, we'll likely see an increase in temperatures over Idaho and Utah on Friday with a slight decrease over southern and western Nevada as moisture increases. And you can see those areas of showers and thunderstorms generally over western and southern areas on Friday. Again, they will be a mix of wet and dry initially, but due to slower storm motion, some areas will still see wetting rains. By Saturday, this moisture pushes further north into the basin with still relatively dry conditions across Idaho, northern Utah, and Wyoming. Also, we can see that greater push of moisture in southern areas as we move towards the weekend, with still drier conditions further north. Temperatures will still remain near to above normal across the Great Basin and will even reach near 100 degrees over parts of southwest Idaho. On Saturday, thunderstorms will push into parts of northern and northwest Nevada and continue further south. We may also see a few buildups or isolated thunderstorms in parts of the central Idaho mountains. Now looking at Sunday into next week, moisture spreads north across the entire basin on Sunday, and as this moisture initially returns to the west central Idaho mountains, as lightning increases and storms are a mix of wet and dry, we may see a brief increase in significant fire potential in the mountains on Sunday. Areas further south will continue to see scattered showers and thunderstorms, however there will be moisture associated with most of the lightning, producing some areas of wetting rains. On Monday, the moisture continues further north, however we're starting to see some dryness move into southern and eastern Nevada by Monday, therefore we'll likely see a decrease in lightning activity. Moving into Tuesday and Wednesday, this dryness pushes further north into parts of eastern Nevada and western Utah. However, scattered showers and thunderstorms will still continue on Tuesday and Wednesday over parts of northwest Nevada into Idaho and over the Arizona Strip into southern and eastern Utah. We'll still see generally a low or moderate fire potential continue through early next week due to the lightning. However, again, moisture will continue to increase. Therefore, we'll see higher humidity and areas of wetting rains. Looking at the forecast amount of precipitation, through Friday, we'll generally see moisture push up into central and western Nevada with heavier precipitation in parts of the Sierra and also over parts of southern Nevada and southern Utah. As we move through the weekend and next week, you can see the moisture and the areas of rainfall spread further north, with areas in most of the Great Basin seeing at least some wetting rains over the next 5 days. Looking at the fire danger indices across the Great Basin, ERCs have been increasing with the recent warm and dry conditions and are now above the 70th or 80th percentile over parts of Utah and the west central Idaho mountains. ERCs will continue to increase over the next couple of days as we see dry weather in those areas, however will be decreasing this weekend into next week as wet weather returns. Live fuel moisture, despite the recent moisture across the area, have been decreasing and are near or below average in some areas of the Arizona Strip, western Nevada, and the central Idaho mountains. Looking at the 8 to 14 day outlook, we're still looking at warmer and drier conditions potentially for the western side of the basin, with cooler conditions and above normal precipitation for parts of Idaho, Wyoming, and Utah. That concludes the briefing for today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you for listening.